Most Superior Evangelist Adewunmi.
Okay, sir. So, and why do we have two regions in Ondo State now, sir?
Thank God. Ondo State is having only a single region. When our Baba Odewenwa and Baba Lawan was given a promotion, because they are our Baba, to the international rep.
When they were promoted, sir?
Yes, it was the letter was signed by 23rd of December.
By the pastor?
By the pastor.
Okay, sir.
But earlier before that time, Baba has met with them, and he told us to went to them and meet them. We went and meet them. We discussed with them on this very issue, and which was unanimously agreed before writing the letter at all. They wrote the letter, pastor signed the letter, and by his grace, they are no longer a baby in our midst. They are our fathers. And by God's grace, nothing will demote them. They are already in that position, and nothing is demoting them. If anybody refuses to write his name as international rep in his envelope, I will write it on my own personal envelope as a shepherd in the church. Pastor has confirmed that. So if anybody is withdrawing any letter, the pronouncement of the pastor has been established. After giving the international rep, now restructuring must take place so that his position can be fixed, because there shouldn't be any vacuum in administration. And when they plan to fix the position, we write a proposal and present the proposal to the pastor as legislative council. Pastor saw it, we gave it to him at least for almost 3 weeks to study the proposal. He now returned the proposal to us. Go ahead and let me see half of the letters. And the letter was signed. The proposal, the copy of the proposal is here. The letter was signed by the pastor on 23rd of December. This is it. Ondo Ekiti then was under Babawa Odewenwa. Why I said Baba Lawan, why I said was, Babawa has been elevated and it's not coming back again. It's there, not coming back again. That's why I said was. We need to work on that state. But before the promotion of Babawa Lawan, Babawa Ayo Adeyemi has been given another letter too as a regional. Ekiti, Kogi.
Another letter from Musa.
From pastor, earlier, not just now. Ekiti, Kogi, not Ondo Ekiti, Kogi. The letter given to me was Ekiti, Kogi, but he made his base to be Akure, which the man has been there for us, every one of us. Is our father there in Ondo State, and nobody can come to us and destabilize us. Well, we are now trying to restructure. Pastor said we should meet Baba Ayo Adeyemi, which is the regional, and discuss the matter with him. We discussed the matter. He had us. Same way we discussed with Babawa Lawan and Babawa Odewenwa. We had the discussion. After the discussion, the position of Ekiti Kogi was raised by me. Because Pastor said he is not going to give this man anything called retirement letter.
Who is the man?
Which man, sir?
That is our Baba Popoola, the vice chairman, PLC, Pastor Legislative Council. He said he's not giving you any letter. You are very useful to me. I am not retiring you now. And we have lesser parish in Ekiti State due to lack of good leadership. We now suggested, this Baba is well noted in Ekiti State, I'm from Ekiti too. We met with them in Ekiti. We must find a solution of bringing in more parishes to Nigeria diocese. I now suggested Baba Popoola should be given that region so that we go back home and work for Nigeria diocese. There, the recommendation was presented to the pastor, and the pastor approved the recommendation.
When, sir?
That same on 23rd of December 2025. I have an observation to be raised now. They said we should cancel every letter written 23rd of December.
Yeah.
A letter was given to a GS in Ife, and the man has been installed. That is Sabu Suyi, most superior evangelist Sabu Suyi. If you are cancelling the letter, are we removing the GS from that place? Are we taking him off his position? Because that GS there, we use it to stabilize our place. Duly signed by the pastor.
It's already installed.
Installed. So nobody can just withdraw a letter just like that. A letter to be withdrawn we must listen very well before withdrawing any letter. Court of orders that they gave letter that same time. Though the letter has been there earlier, but lastly signed on 23rd of December 2025. So the issue is just like that. I want to let you know a point, or have a point. Our Babako said he met with pastor on 18th. Let me say on 18th December, before embarking on Eleko. He met with pastor. After he's leaving that place, we are the constant person that work with pastor. A person that see pastor a day and go cannot have the mind of the pastor totally. Cannot have the mind of the pastor. You can have the mind of the pastor at that point of your discussion. Not the whole hour and the whole time. Pastor is human being. And if you see things going up or going down, he can easily change mind. So changing mind of the pastor is never a crime. He has the right to it. That is why all the letter that came after came. In fact, if pastor said he's not signing any letter, what of that effect? If you see what happened in that effect, pastor assigned a shepherd who is an indigene of Ife to go down to Ife. He stayed there, he lodged in hotel for 3 days to make sure he resolved the crisis in that Ife. He did. That recommendation came that a shepherd should come to that place as General Superintendent, which pastor did on 23rd. Does that mean the statement of that pastor or the signature of that pastor on 23rd, on 7th, yes, pastor did on 7th. Pastor can go up and at the same time balance it anyhow.
Just to make it perfect.
To make things perfect. We thank God for all our leaders. And I want to clear the code on issue of taking things on Facebook, this and that, social media. We are attending to serious cases. Only thing we want is that we want to resolve internally. It is not everybody in that social media are celestial. And the moment we are exposing our secret or our home to the public, we are disgracing ourselves. Partially disgracing ourselves, bringing ourselves down. In other churches, redeem, they have crisis.
They train everywhere.
And they solve their crisis without social media. Deeper life, they have crisis.
Yes.
They solve their crisis without social media. And other denominations. That is how you will see In fact, we went severally to Beni because of that, the problem created by our GS, our GS. Let me call him GS. Just to save the name of Celestial Church of Christ. What of if you try to do those things on social media? How will it be now? How will Chief Erise be now? He should note that God gave him a leadership role to protect the image and integrity of Celestial Church of Christ worldwide. Let me say a thing now. Mistake can come from anywhere. We are all flesh. Mistake can come from anywhere. But if there is any mistake, we can easily solve it and leave the rest to God. That is why a lot happens. In fact, I want to tell this your group, we really appreciate you, and God will continue to be with you. God will continue to be with you. Thank you.